Are there any risks associated with Bitcoin? Can this most profitable asset harm your finances? Michael Saylor answered all these questions and provided some more details about the current situation of Bitcoin. So, Michael J. Saylor is an American entrepreneur and business executive who co founded and leads MicroStrategy, a company that provides business intelligence, mobile software, and cloud based services. Recently, Michael said that there's a 1% black swan unknown risk that no rational person could discount because we can't know the unknown. Bitcoin is a new thing for us, just a 12-year-old guy. So there is the black swan risk. Michael thinks it's highly likely that we are going to see a regulatory fund every quarter for the next 10 years. All we heard was the Venezuelans are going to ban it. The Chinese did this, the Russians did that. They might tax it differently. We are going to hear that going on, and we are going to get other asset class risk. The people that are invested in gold are threatened. People that are invested in other cryptos are threatened. When this thing gets to $10 trillion, it's going to be more threatening. When it gets to 20 trillion, it will be even more threatening, and so on. It should logically, reasonably demonetize all the bond indexes, all the stock indexes, all the cash, and all the gold. And if it demonetizes all those things, then you are going to get FUD and political pushback, maybe more than FUD. It's like if you owned Vanguard 500 mutual fund and you had $1 trillion in it, and all that money was flowing from your Vanguard fund into a Bitcoin fund. Maybe you are going to push back in some regulatory jurisdiction. He says that you should expect that to happen. The good news here is it will probably get stronger only as the asset class gets bigger by an order of magnitude. Michael mentions that he falls in the category of a guy that when Amazon stock was like 800 and Jeff Bezos was at war with Donald Trump, he was worried, oh my god, Jeff Bezos bought the Washington Post as a war with Donald Trump? Is it the time to sell Bitcoin? Is it the time to sell Amazon? And you know how that story ended up. Amazon at 3200 and Jeff Bezos was at war with Donald Trump and Washington Post was at war with Donald Trump. It would have been a big mistake. So there's going to be regulatory FUD and pushback and volatility, and the more successful it is, the more pushback there will be. Michael adds up that you can't discount the fact that there could be a black swan and nobody can tell you what it is, but it is advisable to take your portfolio and divide it into 10 pieces and then try to invest in 10 different things that all could go to zero or could go up by a factor of 10. He explained that 10 years ago his portfolio would be Apple, Facebook, Amazon, Google, maybe Microsoft, Twitter. But he could have given you a list of 5 to 10 things, PayPal, Squarespace, things that could go up by a factor of 10. That could be cut in half. Buy something that's more than $100 billion or more in the market cap. Bitcoin has already got 100 million users and it's not even done yet. Now fast forward to 2020, we got Bitcoin that could go up by a factor of 10 or a factor of even 100. We can see Bitcoin going to 1 million. We can see it going to 5 million because if it simply replaces all the indexes as a monetary index, money, why shouldn't it go to 100 trillion in the market cap and it can go to zero? But he doesn't think that it's going to be zero. He thinks there's a 1% chance of a black swan. It's going up or chopping around. He doesn't believe that Apple, Amazon, Facebook or Google are going to go up by a factor of 10 from this point. Maybe they'll double or maybe they'll just triple. The reason is it's a simpler environment today. If the Fed and the Europe central banks were not inflating the money supply 2% a year, the cost of capital is 2. Any company growing more than 2% might create value. When the cost of the capital goes to 5%, you need a company growing 15 to 20% to create value. And that was the situation for a decade. The cost of capital was 5 or 6% in the US and the Europe. When the cost of capital goes to 15%, they are going to print 15% more broad money supply. If the reserve ratio at a bank is 0, that means every bank can issue infinite loans with no reserves. Basically, every bank can issue infinite money. The fractional bank is printing money. The central bank is printing money. Third world developing countries are printing even more money. It's the loosest monetary environment in our whole lifetime. Michael says you own a bank with a dollar and you issue $20 billion of loans. We are in an environment where it looks like for the next 15 years, the money supply is gonna expand by 15%. That means assets are going to go up by 15% if they are scarce. And that means you have to buy things that are going to go up faster than that. And that means that the hurdle raised just got 3 times higher. And not only is the hurdle getting 3 times higher, but Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google just had a meteoric run for a decade when it was obvious they were going to have a good run. So they are going to have to invent something really very cool to go up by another factor of 10. Michael says if you have got 10 things, divide your money 10 ways and bet on the 10 things. If you have got one thing or two things, divide in 2 ways. You could do it like this, where you invest 90% of your money in the conventional assets and 5% in Bitcoin. And then if Bitcoin goes up by a factor of 10, you'll still have a decent return. But then you'll be wondering why I am not a billionaire right now. Because you could have been a billionaire. You just put 10 million in it and you can get 100x return. It's a simple math. You can simply make $1 billion. So the whole point is, although there is 1% black swan risk, but still Bitcoin is the fastest rising asset that can provide us with some very wonderful returns. So guys, I would like to know from you, do you think Bitcoin is a safe investment or this 1% black swan risk can even become more? Make sure to tell your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, have a nice day.